which causes road deterioration. Unfortunately, due to the several decades of neglect and underfunding, the Western Line is completely broken down, except for partial freight services on the Takoradi-Nsuta section, which is used for the haulage and export of manganese through the Takoradi port. Fortunately, in 2017, government budgetary support was provided for the rehabilitation of sections of the existing narrow gauge Western Line from Kojokrom to Takwa through Nsuta to facilitate the efficient haulage of manganese from the mines in Nsuta to the port of Takoradi, and also to facilitate passenger services. The rehabilitation project was completed in January 2020 under my predecessor, Honorable Joe Gatti, and the passenger service was reintroduced from Takoradi to Takwa for the first time since 2007. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, apart from the rehabilitations of the Takoradi-Nsuta narrow gauge line, the standard gauge line is also being developed. Firstly, the construction of the 22 kilometers Kojokrom to Manso section of the Western Line, which is commenced in 2018 with funding by the government of Ghana, is currently 72% complete. This project is expected to be fully completed and handed over by the contractor, Amandi Holdings, to the government in the second quarter of 2022. The development of the new standard gauge Western Line is expected to continue in 2020 from Manso to Hunu Valley, also by Amandi, under a credit facility. And I am happy to announce that the contractor has already been paid a mobilization quite close to 68 million euro for commencement of this section. And as I speak, mobilization work has begun and the contractor has moved to site to begin this section of work. The total sum of this contract, with a total length of about 78 kilometers, amount to 500 million euro. The project will also include the conversion of the dual gauge tracks between Takoradi and Kojokrom from narrow gauge to standard gauge. The construction of a new standard gauge rail line from Takoradi section to Takoradi port in order to have a continuous standard gauge connection from the port to the Nsuta bauxite mine and other mines to facilitate efficient haulage of these materials. Still on the Western Line, the government of Ghana is providing funds under the annual budget funding amount, ABFA, for the development of a new 6-kilometer standard gauge line in Kumasi from Edum to Kase. The contractor, David Waters Limited, has mobilized to site to undertake site clearance works for the construction of the new standard gauge line. The project is expected to be completed over a period of 12 months construction period. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to complete the development of the Western Line to link up with the new bauxite deposit at Nyinahene to support the exploitations of bauxite and facilitate the development of Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Project being pursued by government, preparatory works are currently ongoing for the development of the following sections of the Western Line. 1. The section from Kase to Eduardin, approximately 12 kilometers. 2. The section from Eduardin to Obuasi, approximately 51 kilometers. 3. The section from Huni Valley to Dunkwa, approximately 75 kilometers. 4. The section from Dunkwa through Awaso to Nyinahene, approximately 137 kilometers. And 5. The Dunkwa to Obuasi section, approximately 38 kilometers. The Eastern Line, ladies and gentlemen, is a line that links Accra to Kumasi with a branch line from Achimota to Tema Port. Following years of neglect by successive government, large portions of the existing narrow gauge line was not operational, with exceptions of the Accra to Tema and Accra to Nsawam section, which are used to provide passenger commuter services from time to time. Rehabilitation works, ladies and gentlemen, were carried out on section of the line from Accra to Tema and also from Accra to Nsawam by the Ghana Railway Company Limited in December 2018 and December 2019, respectively. Passenger rail services on the line were, however, suspended in April 2020 due to COVID-19 pandemic. As part of efforts to address the perennial flooding that occurs at Aveno near the Kwame Nkrumah interchange, the Hydrological Service Department took advantage of the suspension of the passenger service on the line to undertake the construction of a concrete culvert across the rail track. Similar culvert construction works were undertaken across the line at Taifa by the Ghana Railway Company Limited. At the moment, the Ghana Railway Company Limited, which is the operator, and the Ghana Railway Development Authority, the regulator, are undertaking joint exercises in order to reopen the line for traffic. The ministry is also going through the required approval processes to effect a contract with KEC to utilize an Indian Exim Bank facility for development of a new standard gauge line from Accra to Achimota through Kotoku to Nsawam to begin the development of the entire Eastern Line. As I speak, the parliamentary memo is ready for consideration. The new Eastern Line will run from Accra to Kumasi and will serve the Bonkra Integrated Logistic Terminal, and will also have a branch line from Bososu to Chebi and also from Achimota to Tema to facilitate the haulage of bauxite under the Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Project. The development of Tema to Mpakanda section on standard gauge line is being developed by Afcon Infrastructure Limited with an Exim Bank facility, and is also on course, and this project is expected to be completed before the second quarter of 2022. As I speak, the project currently is about 90% completed and covers approximately 100 kilometers of the proposed Ghana-Burkina Faso Railway Interconnectivity Project. The remaining sections of the rail interconnectivity project, spanning about 1,100 kilometers from Pakadan through Paga to Ouagadougou, is being implemented under a PPP arrangement. The government of Ghana and the government of Burkina Faso are jointly going through the necessary procurement processes as established by law within the two countries. My good friends from the media, in order to ensure that Ghana develops adequate local capacity to manage and maintain the railway system, which is currently undergoing modernization, the new Railway Central Training Institute, located at Sekendi in the Western region, has been refurbished with Government of Ghana funding since January 2022, providing training for over 300 youthful Ghanaians in various engineering and degree programs. The school has been upgraded into a degree awarding institution through collaborative efforts by the Ministry of Railway Development and George Grant University of Mines and Technology. The academic programs currently being offered by the university has been purposefully structured to ensure that the students go through practical and hands-on engineering training to augment the theoretical knowledge in order to strengthen the capacity building program within the various sectors. Government is also currently upgrading the old railway workshop complex at Sekendi to strengthen local capacity for the repairs and maintenance of the locomotives, wagons, coaches, and other ancillary railway equipment for the efficient delivery of the Ghana railway system. The vision, ladies and gentlemen, is to modernize and equip the facility for it to become one-stop workshop to serve the railway, mining, petroleum, agricultural, and other ancillary industries within the country. 2 out of 7 of the workshops at the facility have currently been refurbished with funding by Government of Ghana. The remaining 5 are currently undergoing refurbishment by CK Engineering Limited. I wish, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude my presentation by reiterating that the development of infrastructure, and for that matter, the railway system, will create jobs and facilitate trade and industrial development, which will in turn stimulate economic growth and poverty alleviation. In the process, new towns and cities will be developed, and old towns will also be revitalized. Let us therefore join hands as we continue to support government to deliver on its mandate to ensure the needed railway infrastructure is put in place quickly to help alleviate poverty and improve on our standard of living. Thank you all for your kind attention.
Thank you, Honorable John Peter Amewu, for the good work done and also for that insightful presentation. Before I come for your question, permit me to acknowledge the Managing Director of Ghana Railway Company Limited, Engineer Dr. Michael Ajay Anyete. Ladies and gentlemen, for the benefit of those media houses that are non-English speaking media houses, permit me to just give a summary in Akan. Mepamocho ene nyamyadom ye Honorable Peter Amewu a woye oswafo da Railway Development Ministerial no se efa akwan a ye train faso keteke hu nsem ni bibia ono na hweso na ene press briefing no teacher ni se obecheche mpuntu ahodo a aban na timi de sika hyem na odi ahode ahyem ama omatimi aye ebi ne se wo hwa Western Line na omahye adwuma ase wo manso huni valley kwan so afei nso se wo hwa temankpakadan kwan na omoye na o se nyame adaroma is about 90% complete a nyame adoma enru afi a yebesimu no enru afi ne mpa emu kra na eno nso so adwuma enso so wo de aba begu na afei nso so wa cheche bia bebre a omo pese omo yesa kwan ibi ho a nhihye yakọ anim ama contractor for krampo akọ site omugu so omo hwe ebi ne kaase to aduaden ebi ne dunkwa to awaso ebi nso so ne huni valley to dunkwa ne nkeka ho na ne titru nso ne say o kire say eye bebia sika kokọwo anase agudi ehye fom bia no aban ne ye nhyehyeye se obema sa tre kwan yi bia akọ bebia agudi no wo no ometimi afa afiri ho e de akoport ahodo ne etimi de akọ amano ne nso so akọ di dwuma na emfaso abro man no na ebi nso so se Ghana mabunu be se ahasa 300 eno mo gentete wo George Grant University of Mines and Technology UMAT se be ya nimdi ombenya omo so betime de aba beboa ministry ne hyehye ode agu apono so na echire kra no se keteke ene mfidi ahodo a omo yusu ne nyina nso so wapebia wo secondary a watintimu mfidi a otimi de siesie sa train ne nyina se be ya ho niam ebese ne akande bia nso Ghana ha ya ebetimi adi ho dwuma ma ho fasabre enti ensema minister kan ne top fabo ewo akankasa mu no. So friends, if you have any question or submission, we will take the questions in about 2 batches or maybe 3 batches. So you can show by hand, we'll bring the microphone to you and then take your question. And when you get the microphone, kindly state your name and the media house that you represent. Thank you so much. Please, if you have any question. Okay, so we'll take the first question from here. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Athamin Sagodo from Ghana News Agency. Yes. It's good news that Manson and Huni Valley project is about to start. But I want the minister to take opportunity to clarify this issue. Recently, the minister was reported to have said that it is not possible for Ghana to have SkyTrain in the next 3 to 4 years. And a lot of people are raising issues because the former minister, Jogate, was reported to have signed a concession agreement with a South African company during the South Africa program, African Investment Forum. And people are asking that if Ghana has already signed a concession agreement with a South African company, how come it's not possible to have that project done in the next 3 to 4 years? Then my second question, I've read a lot more of reports about 4 projects that Ghana is embarking on, the railway project, and some of them we're supposed to get support from outside before we can implement that project. And I've been wondering if we don't get such support, and considering our economic situation, how do we fund such project, even though it's a noble project to have railway, but how we can fund this thing is an issue.
Please, can you clarify the support? Are you talking about funding?
Yes, I'm talking about funding. Okay. Yes, if we are looking forward to have financial support outside to implement about 4 of such railway projects, and if because of the global economic meltdown we don't get support, how do we implement such projects?
Okay. So, Nana, we'll take the second question.
My name is Sanabuku from Daily Searchlight. Yeah, to tie in with the question, his last question, the previous minister, the former minister, did say that a lot of people come in for the railroad project, but because of the cost involved, they all go away. I don't know where Mr. Peter Maru, what people have come in with ready funding system, because you didn't tell us how much the whole system is going to cost. In fact, you told us about the domestic cost of some of the railway lines, but the international ones, like from Ghana to Burkina Faso, how much it's going to entail and who is going to fund it? Have you got funding, or people have come in for the project to be undertaken? Thank you very much.
Okay, so please, if there is any question, we'll take 2 more and then go to the Honorable Minister for answers. Okay, so if not, we'll pause here. Honorable Minister, please.
Thank you so much. Yes, I was on record to have stated categorically that it's not possible within the 3 years to complete the SkyTrain. Yes, and I'm repeating that. It's not possible. The cost of the SkyTrain, if had to be done today, is about $12 billion. I'm told that the cost per kilometer is in the range of $11 to $12 million. And constructing a SkyTrain is not like building a road. And so if you consider the period for 3 years, it's not possible. Sometimes we need to be very honest and very objective. And that is why I said for the period 3 years, it's not possible. I'm not on record to have said that SkyTrain, it's not possible in Ghana. It can be done in Ghana. But within that 3 years period that I've been asked for, I'm saying it and I'm still insisting that it cannot be done within the period of 3 years. Concessionaires programs or contracts, as you rightly said, have not been signed. What has been done within the framework is to sign an MOU. An MOU, of course, is not contracts, and largely it's not even binding. And so though an MOU is in place, what is allowed the ministry to do is to begin to put in measures to see how the project will be executed. That project, it's supposed to be funded again by government of Ghana based on the government balance sheet. What it means is that there's an opportunity for some loan to be brought in, and government balance sheet will receive that loan. And of course, today we are all aware the current problems in which the COVID had put all countries all over the world. So government's ability to absorb debt in funding a project of $12 billion, it's not possible within the next 3 years. How can we fund all these projects? Infrastructure projects all over the world are funded by the citizens. If we as citizens decided today that we are prepared to do a lot more infrastructure projects, we can do it. Governments get its resources from citizens. We, the citizens, are the development agents. And the only way government funds this project is through levy or taxes. And so today, if you all agree as a country that we aggressively have to tackle our infrastructure project in terms of the railway, and we are prepared to contribute to that, that can be done as quickly as possible. Where the COVID issues in which all countries in the world have passed through, things are becoming extremely difficult. So funding are becoming difficult, and government cannot keep on going for debt. You are all aware of our fiscal space. So sources of funding of these projects are becoming very difficult. And the only way we can do it is through the internal sources, as the person wanted to know. Cost of the project and who funds the Burkina Ghana project. The cost of a railway project, it's quite extensive. The railway, unlike the road infrastructure, it's more capital intensive. A kilometer of railway line runs within a range of about 5 million to 6 million. Especially if we are even doing or to do ducting or going through some areas that are a bit difficult, it goes beyond $7 million per kilometer. The minimum we are doing now is about 5.8 million per kilometer. So the cost of railway per kilometer is very, very expensive. Who funds the Burkina to Ghana section of the interconnectivity project? The section between Tema to Mpakadan is funded solely by government of Ghana. By government of Ghana, it's funded on EPC basis. So the debt is on government balance sheet. But beyond that section is an arrangement to give it to a concessionaire to run on what we call build, operate, and transfer. So that funding amount is not going to reflect on either government's balance sheet. It's going to reflect solely on the concessionaire's balance sheet. So the Burkina Ghana section is to be run on build, operate, and transfer. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have more questions, we'll go for another round. But if not, we'll draw the curtain. So please, if you have any question or submission, kindly show by hand. Okay. On that note, I would like to thank the Honorable Minister for Railway Development, Honorable Don Peter Amewu, delegation, our invited guests, and everyone who joined us this morning. Thank you so much, and good morning.